Hey, sure. Can you hear me on the line? You sure? Can you hear me on the line?
Right.
Come on,
You can hear me? You can say comment. Okay, the line keep ringing. I don't know why I keep doing that. But we're gonna roll with it anyway. Hey, you sure? I'm finna drop the conference line. I'm gonna hang it up and then I'm gonna start it back up. So call back in or either stay on the line. Slocky, everybody wait 1 second for the, see if we can work out these technical difficulties on the conference line, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, it's up, Lord Christ, it worked. All right, Shalom Israel. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under command General Yohana, and we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet. And we are located here, 5261 Dearmore Boulevard, and that's Suite A, St. Louis, Missouri, 63108. And we got a new conference number. If anybody want to call in and listen live, you can dial 712-832-8330 or 218-339-7800. And the access code for both lines is 825-1636. We even got the information on the screen now. So if you got any questions on the line, take your phone off of mute, say Salaki or excuse me. If you got any questions in the class, raise your hand. You understand? And say Salaki, and we'll get right to you. And if you got any on the Facebook, just bear with me for a second. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get your questions too. All right. So let me see. Oh, and then our text line for those that don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, be live on the class or anything like that, we got a text number. We can text your questions to as well. 314-474-8991. And that number is for all questions. You can text your questions to that line right there. And again, the number is 314-474-8991. All right. Now before we get started, do we have any questions? Go ahead.
Salakia, why do Christians think that they can sing their way into heaven, or that other people praying for them like has healed them or can help them in they worst situation that they going through?
You said the other somebody else pray for them when they going through worse things than what they going through.
Right, like trials, sir.
Like who?
Like trials,
Trials and tribulation. Okay. First off, what you gotta know about oh, if you need a Bible or anything, brother, okay. One time pray. And we got pen, we got some pencils over there, some pen, scrap paper. So you gonna take some notes or whatnot. Uh, the Christians they want those lies, okay? They don't want the truth. And I'm going to give you a scripture real quick. We're going to pull them on that. It's in Isaiah about these Christians. Because they've been doing that for a long time. You know what I mean? That's nothing new that they have been doing, to where they believe singing and dancing. As a matter of fact, uh, what is singing and dancing for? What are you doing when you singing and you dancing? What are you doing? What are you doing when you singing and dancing?
Salaki.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Entertain.
No, it's something else I want. Pertaining to the question, and just think about victory. Okay? Go ahead.
Looking for mercy.
Nope. When you singing and dancing, think victory. When you are singing and dancing, victory. What are you doing? Go ahead. You celebrating, absolutely. You understand? You is celebrating. What is there to celebrate right now? You understand? We is in hell. A lot of our brothers is gay. A lot of our sisters is lesbian. Our children is in criminals and locked up. You understand? Strung out on drugs. We just brought out a lot of information on the drug. You know what I'm saying? In the lecture that we did. On the 28th of last month. When we turned around and pulled out a lot of information on that weed, that crack, that heroin. You understand? That fentanyl, different things that the St. Louis, what is it? The health department. You understand the things that they pushing the use of drugs on black people. They ain't trying to get you to stop. You understand? Because they know that's they done made a business for themselves. You know, that's all money for them to turn around and have you come into their clinic. You know, and getting checked up because you out there screwing everybody and getting condoms and because you have no morals. You understand? So it's a lot of things that's going on with black people, man. This is St. Louis is the you know murder capital right now. We the damn AIDS and STD capital right now. You know, and it is going around and around from state to state, city to city. Everywhere we are, you know, we on the bottom, we destroy. So what the hell are we so excited about? Why do you think singing and dancing is what's gonna get you into the kingdom? I'm gonna pull a couple of scriptures pertaining to that. Give me 1 second. One second. Okay, we're gonna go to Psalms 137 and verse. I might start at 3 or 4. Hold on 1 second.
According to Wikipedia, remind, O Lord, the children of
Hold on 1 second. Voice recognition. You know, we high tech them in UPK. We high tech them in this piece. Yeah. She recognized. Okay, Google. Yeah, I ain't asked you to do that. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get there. You doing it again? Uh, Keep picking up my voice, huh? Okay. We had Psalms 137, and I'm gonna just start at 1. We're gonna go down to 4. All right. It says, "By the rivers of Babylon, there were so like there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion." Okay, it said we hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us require of us mirth, saying, "Sing us one of the songs of Zion." You see that? Now, when they carried us away captive, like the white man, that's what he used us for as his entertainment. You know what I mean? In a slavery, when we was at, you know, when they used to allow us to come to their church, you know, and so-called worship, you know what I'm saying, the Lord, but actually was worshiping white Jesus. Uh, you know, once we turn around, once they start after a certain period, they start letting black people have their own churches, and then that's when the music kicked in. And because you know, anybody ever seen white people church or been to a white church, it's boring as hell, right? But boy, you go to the black church, it's turned up. You understand? As soon as you come in the door, they got the music going. The sisters is singing and twerking and you know what I'm saying, shouting and all of that. The brothers is singing and blowing and you know what I'm saying, turned up. Okay, so they require of us in captivity. They expect for us to be happy. You understand? Like for instance, you got a lot of people that'll say, and I forgot that this was during Martin Luther King's time too. The senator that had turned around and he did a little speech just before Martin Luther King, and he said, "Black people have it good here. You know, you have cars, they own houses, they got jobs, they're doing good. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, check it out. They're doing good here. Okay? No, no, we not. Just because you got a car or a job or a business, you understand? We are in captivity. You understand? And they want us to sing a song and be happy about it. You know, you ever seen uh, what's that movie, The Five Heartbeats? Shalom, yeah, about you look at that. Have you ever seen The Five Heartbeats when they pull the five heartbeats over and they say they check them, they pull them on? That's oppression. You know what I'm saying? When you look at that movie, the oppressor is oppressing our brothers and our sisters, right? So they turn around, pull them over, and say, "Oh, y'all are singing group, huh? Sing something." You see what I'm saying? These are the same people, man. You understand? These are the same folks that turn around, that got us in captivity. Guess what? Same time. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment, especially we are definitely their entertainment. You understand? No doubt about that. They love for us to sing, and then who does it better than us? You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing they want us to do is sing some, dance some, twerk some. You know what I mean? Show off your body. Man, black man got to take off his shirt, show all his muscles. The black woman got to, you know what I'm saying, be a vixen and show a big old button breast. You
Right.
understand? That's what has to happen in this place right here. So they said, we on Psalm 137, and now we on verse 4. And go ahead, put your band on, huh? And then get to it. They turned around and they said, you know what? Since we got y'all here, sing us one of them songs of Zion. You know what I mean? So go ahead and read that out.
Psalm chapter 137, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Who shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
Read that again.
How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? How are Christians in the church it just, so freaked out for Jesus, singing all of them songs? How's Kirk Franklin, making song after song after song? You know what I mean? How's Yolanda Adams making song after song after song, hit after hit after hit? What's it, Donnie McClurkin? Who else is out there singing that gospel mess? Mississippi Mass Choir. How's these people singing this song? The Lord's song in a strange land. That's because guess what?
Shirley Caesar.
Shirley Caesar. That's right. Can't forget her.
Pastor Shirley Caesar.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the pastor, boy.
Oh,
Yeah, no doubt. But how you gonna sing the Lord's song in a strange land? You understand? That's because those Christians they not singing the Lord's song. You understand? They singing to their lover. They're singing the white Jesus.
that's right.
And they so, you know, they believe the lies. You understand? And they don't want the truth. Matter of fact, uh, jump to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah 30, I think it is. I'm gonna show you why. Give you a couple of scriptures that show you why they doing what they doing. Let me get to the topic. Um, go to verse 9. Start at verse 9. Isaiah 30 and verse 9. Start there.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
That this is a rebellious people.
This is a rebellious people. Who is a rebellious people?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Israel.
Israel is that rebellious people. We refuse to listen to the Lord over and over and over again. The Christians in the church call him the Father. He is God the Father. Turn the laptop on. Don't turn. Make the tablet turn it on. So he is God the Father, right? But then they don't listen to their Father at all. They disobey him time and time again. And when you start at verse 1, it says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that covering with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Singing gospel music, going to the Christian church, believing those lies, that God loves everybody, Jesus died for everybody. It's going to be the oppressor in the kingdom of heaven. Like he oppressing the hell out you right now.
Right.
What do you think he'll do in the kingdom of heaven? Oh, you think he gonna back up? You know what I'm saying? He gonna all of a sudden just back off, huh? And just turn around and just love you then. Man, come on, man. That is all foolery, y'all. You know what I mean? So, but this is a rebellious children, man, a rebellious people. All right. Keep reading.
Lying children.
Lying children. Keep on.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Children that will not what?
Hear the law of the Lord.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord. This is our problem right here. You know what I'm saying? Those Christians in the church, the ones you talking about, that you said why they, think they're gonna sing and dance their way into heaven. We're gonna get the next scripture is really gonna pull it and cut to the chase and show you exactly how and why they feel the way that they feel. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not.
Who is the seers? Go ahead. No. No. Who is the seers?
Oh, Salakia,
Go ahead.
the so-called leaders of today, the politicians.
Nope. Nope. The seers, back into, you know how we say like back in the day. Back in the day, it was the prophets, but they were called seers at first. Okay, keep going.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Prophesy not unto us right things. Those Christians in the church don't want to hear nothing right. Do you understand? Keep going.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Speak unto us what?
Smooth things.
Smooth operator. You understand? Your pastor, he's smooth, ain't he? Too slick.
Right.
You understand? Boy, Pastor Johnson, Reverend, Elder, Bishop, Deacon, woo-wee. You understand? Pastor is smooth. Okay? Go ahead.
Prophesy deceits.
Prophesy deceits. Okay? That's what black folks want right there. We want to be lied to. Those Christians in the church, they want those lies sound and feel better than the truth. You understand? What I mean, come on. Just think about something. For a Christian that says that all you gotta do is pray over your pork chop and eat it, right? That's smooth. You understand? That's good. That's smooth. Versus the Lord when he said unto the swine, it is unclean unto you, and therefore you're not supposed to eat it. I paraphrase. So that right there, that's kind of rough, man, because I like pork, you know what I'm saying? But then when you say, oh, all I got to do is pray over it and eat, oh, well, yeah. That's all I got to do is pray to the Lord, and I can eat the pork chop, and I'm all good. That's smooth. That's deceit. You understand? That's what those Christians want. They like being lied to. That's why they go to church every Sunday, to hear them damn lies. To hear them lies over and over and over again, how much God love your filthy behind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You such a sinner. You so disgusting. You so nasty. But because God love you, he just love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. He want to hug you and love you and tuck you in the bed. And, you know, he knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You understand? That's what the Christians in the church, man. All day long. Okay? That's the Christians in the church. Keep going. Read verse 11.
Khan. Get you out of the way.
Do what?
Get you out of the way.
That's what they would like for to happen to the Isupk, for us to get the hell out of their way. You understand? We've been what they call cramping their style ever since 1969. These preachers, you understand, they even, if you look at some of the things they doing, they try to like start and incorporate some what did TD Jakes do? TD Jakes did some little ritual thing where he had them carrying the Ark of the Covenant, you know what I'm saying? They had them carrying the box, you know what I'm saying? They had the Ark of the Covenant, they carried it through the church. He you know what I'm saying, so-called, you know, did whatever he was doing it for. But they running out of lives, man. And a lot of people is leaving those churches. A lot of folks is leaving those churches. Okay? So they say, get out of the way to the seers and to the prophets. You understand? The priest is really teaching the truth. Like, get out of the way. They already said, look, prophesy to me, deceit. Lie to me, man. Right. You understand? I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear no truth. Keep going.
Turn aside out of the path.
Uh-huh.
Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Okay. Who is the Holy One of Israel?
Slav, the Most High.
Absolutely. You understand? He is the Holy One of Israel. So they say, look, man, I ain't trying to hear all that. He gonna punish me if I, if I molest children. He gonna punish me if I steal out the store. He gonna punish me if I sell dope. I ain't trying to hear all that. Cause him to stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop with all that. I don't want to hear all of that. And lie to me. Tell me, you know what, God love you no matter what. Ain't there's nothing you can do to take God's love from you. Ain't that what they say in the church?
Come.
Nothing you can do to take the love of God from you. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. That's what they said in the church. You understand? Which that stuff is not true. Okay. Um, keep going. You verse 12.
Verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel.
Okay, now in response to what the Christians is saying in the church, now we're gonna see which one matter more, what they said or what the Most High said. Keep going.
Because he despised the word.
You despise what?
This word.
Uh-huh.
And trust in oppression.
Trust in what?
Oppression.
And
perverseness.
Mm-hmm.
And stay thereon.
Right there. Now think about something. Black Christians, they trust in oppression. And how do they trust in oppression? How do they trust in oppression?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
They join together with the oppressor in the Christian church.
They're right. Absolutely. They join him. You understand? Like, for instance, Martin Luther King, he knew him joining black people to white people was a mistake. He knew that. He said it in that little speech he did. And he said, I feel like I'm leading my people into a burning house. If you felt like you was doing the right thing for your people, you would never have said that out your mouth. You understand? So at a point, he knew exactly what he was doing. Okay, he knew he was selling us out. He trusted in oppression. What happened? Because of him trusting in oppression, he got paid for it.
That's right.
The same way these preachers is doing today. They trust in oppression. Instead of them, like for instance, what's my girl name? The lady they call Moses. What's her name?
Joyce.
Who? The one that freed the slaves. What's her name?
Oh.
Harriet Tubman. There you go. Harriet Tubman. She said this. She said that I freed thousands of slaves. And she said I could have freed more if they would have known that they were slaves. A lot of them didn't even they trusted in oppression. You know what I'm saying? They turn around, hey, you getting a little food. Like for instance, you know, and it was all, and I'm not blaming, you know what I'm saying, it all on our people for what happened, but like the women, when they was getting raped by the white man constantly, after they got raped so many times, what did they do? They welcomed them in. You understand? Instead of them resisting and getting slapped and beat, you know what I'm saying? How they, like, you ever seen slave movies? That's damn near like the first scene that they, matter of fact, the butler. You understand? That was the first damn scene that came on for the white man to come, this animal, this big white bear, the grizzly bear come and rape the damn black woman. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, after so long, she, hey, my kids eating, he ain't beat me as much, so I just let master come here and do what he do. You understand? Because he came in the door like this and said, I got papers, I own you. He said, I can do what I want to you. They actually passed laws saying that they could rape black women.
Right.
You understand? So these people, the sellouts of our people, they actually trust in oppression. It's cool for them because they get a little money, they get their pockets greased, and they good. But you the one that's out here suffering. You know what I'm saying? So they trust in that oppression. Yes, and perverseness. How do they trust in perverseness? What is perverseness? And how do they trust in it? What is perverseness?
Slack, it wouldn't be the joining.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of close. But it's when you turn away from what's right. You understand? Right. That's what perverseness is. They trust in oppression and perverseness. They go like Martin Luther King, like I said, back to him. He went and lied to the people in Washington, claiming that the march on Washington was going to be about money. But then when he got there, it was all about, oh, I have a dream. The little black boys and little white girls is gonna hold hands. You understand? It was nothing about the money that he claimed that farmers was getting, or white farmers was getting, and he said he was gonna go stand up for the black farmers and they was gonna get some of that money. It never happened. You see what I'm saying? He never once mentioned anything about no money for black people getting it. He did he mentioned one little small thing. I forgot what he said. He said something about we come to get our check, something like that. But he did not mention anything about the farming, about, you know what I'm saying, the money that the government was giving to farmers. None of that. He didn't mention it. He just said we coming to get our check, you know. And so everybody was with him. They clapping. They thinking, oh, we heard check. Yeah. And so they was with him. But then, man, all they went right out the door. So he actually trusted in perverseness. Because if he was actually a man of God, in the Bible, the Lord said never to join together with your enemies. And
That's
he's
right.
talking about so-called oppressor. He talking about the other nations of people. We're not supposed to join those folks for no reason. You understand? We're not supposed to trust in perverseness like voting. You understand? Voting just simply is not right for black people. And we turn around and our people, Christians, trust in that perverseness. They trust in it. What they say last year, vote or die. The Christians was running around saying that, man, vote right behind Puffy. You understand? That's who made that mess up, Puff Daddy. And you had the Christians running around saying vote or die. You understand? Because guess what? They are the ones that's scared to die.
Right.
They are the ones that is scared to die. So that's why they say, hey, you better go to vote. You understand? We ain't gonna get nothing. Negro, we already ain't got nothing.
That's right.
What the hell we got now? You understand? A damn high car note. Stuff you can't pay for. Damn, you get look at California, man. California is constantly getting sued, got to pay back some money on how they ripped off damn poor black and Hispanic and Native Indian people out in California.
That's right.
They constantly, the Housing Act, the cars, the every damn thing. Hell, the next is gonna be the malls and the damn Walgreens and the stores. They gonna have to pay black people back because they've been getting over on us for years, man. You understand? And this is everywhere. It ain't just in Cali, but this is everywhere. All right. So this is what the Lord said is gonna happen to you, them Christians, because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the word. Keep going.
Verse 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Okay, you understand that? What's a breach?
Slocky.
Go ahead.
Like a branch.
Like a who?
A tree branch.
No. A breach. Go ahead. The who? No. It's like a break. It's like a break in something. You understand? A breach in something. You can like breach a contract. You broke it. You understand? You broke the rules and conditions of the contract. A bridge can have a breach in it. You know what I'm saying? It's a break. Break in it. You know what I'm saying? A crack. Something that's ready to break and fall. And, you know what I'm saying? Destroy. Okay. Keep going.
Swelling out in a high wall.
Swelling out in a high wall. You ever seen like on a movie or a cartoon where, you know, somebody leaves water running? Matter of fact, you may have seen it in the house before. Your roof leaking, you know what I'm saying? And you got that drywall, let so long that water set in, it get big and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's swelling, right? And then sooner or later, that thing gonna bam. You understand? It's gonna break. Keep on.
Whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
It comes suddenly at an instant. These Christians do not understand that the Lord is going to come and see about you, for you believing those lies, teaching those lies, and every damn thing else they do. Let's sum this up real quick. Give me Romans 10 and I want to say. Let's see what I want to do. Start at 1. Start at verse 1 so we can get the whole context of it.
Romans 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Okay, now, sidebar. Did the scripture say that my prayer to God is that everybody be saved?
Slakia.
Not at all. It said to Israel. Okay, so all the way from the front to the back of the Bible, it's Israel and Israel only. You understand? Salvation is only for Israel. Here is the prophet Paul praying, saying, "My prayer to God is that Israel be saved, not nobody else." Now, another other nation is listed right here. You understand? So salvation is only for the nation of Israel. Who else needs to be saved? The white man, what do he need to be saved from? Him being a murderer? Is that what he needs to be saved from? No, he's doing just fine doing that. You understand? Look at what, as a matter of fact, that's the topic we on tonight, the Amber Geiger case. You understand? And how she murdered that innocent brother. Okay? Well, go ahead.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
Okay, so he said, I bear them record. What does it mean when he said, I bear them record?
Slakia.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen something.
He did what?
He's seen
It's real simple. You finna tear it up. What you just say? What you
he
start
observed.
What, huh?
He observed.
Absolutely. He saw this. You understand? And he can attest to this. This right here, I witnessed this. All right. He can bear them record saying that they got a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. Think about the Christians in the church, right? These are the same people. The Pharisees, the Sadducees, you understand? The scribes, the same hypocrites that's today. You know what I'm saying? It's just under a different name. Back then it was the Sadducees and Pharisees. Today is Pastor E.L. Smith and Deacon and Reverend and Bishop and you know what I'm saying, all of that. And he turned around and they go to church faithfully every Sunday. They pay their tithes faithfully every Sunday. Jehovah's Witnesses, we see them every damn morning. Jehovah's Witnesses be out 7:30 in the morning with their pamphlets, with their little the little cart they got now, the little thing got wheels so they can just very easily tilt the thing back, you know what I'm saying, and roll them goddamn pamphlets wherever the hell they going. Okay, 7:30 in the morning. I see them every day. They got a zeal. You understand? But not according to knowledge. All right? Because guess what? The Lord ain't with none of what they doing.
That's
You
right.
see what I'm saying? He didn't say get a pamphlet that's teaching white Jesus all over again. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say that the name yourselves Jehovah's Witnesses. You understand? Our nationality is that we Israelites. And where we supposed to be at in the truth, not no religion. You understand? So Jehovah's Witnesses, the Baptist, boy, if singing and dancing, like what you said, if singing and dancing got you into heaven, boy, the Baptists got it. You understand? The Baptists got it, because that's all they do.
Right.
They sing and dance, boy, ooh wee. They will sing 12 songs, you understand, before they even start their service. Okay? But they got a zeal, you know what I'm saying, of God, but not according to knowledge. Because none of what they doing is actually of the Lord. You understand? None of what they doing and teaching is actually in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Now keep going.
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
For they being what?
Ignorant of God's righteousness.
They are ignorant of God's righteousness. You understand? The Christians in the church have absolutely no idea what it means to be righteous. They think it's, Jesus take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how every time they got a problem or a want or a need, it's call on Jesus. You understand? Jesus, take the wheel. You don't know how to drive? What the hell are you doing behind the wheel if Jesus got to take it for you? You that damn stupid. You understand? You got to have Jesus wake you up in the morning and start you on your way and put food on your table. You don't know that you got to get up and you set your alarm clock. You won't get up at 7 o'clock to be to work by 8 or 9. Whatever time you got to be there. That's what you do. Not sit and pray that Jesus wake you up in the morning. You understand? That's stupid. So, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff they do, they are ignorant of God's righteousness. They really think praying for traveling grace is a righteousness of God. They sit and pray. Matter of fact, you can't even drive. You out, you driving and you smoking your weed. You understand? You driving drunk, but then you praying for traveling grace. That's a hypocrite. You understand? Don't be out smoking the weed because it's going to impair you. You ain't supposed to be smoking no way. But don't be out smoking the weed and don't be getting too damn intoxicated where you can't drive. You understand? It's just
Right.
that simple. You just might crash your vehicle. Praying for traveling grace ain't gonna turn around and stop your eyes from crossing. You understand? Jesus really ain't gonna take. I ain't seen him take the wheel yet. Have you?
Sir.
I ain't seen him take the wheel yet. I done seen a whole lot of car accidents. Boy, you see all the new cars towed over in St. Louis? And I bet you every last Christian is praying that Jesus take their wheel. And guess what? He must be turning it right into their damn wall.
That's right.
You understand? Because there's a whole lot of tow cars. Okay? But go ahead. Keep going.
And going about to establish their own righteousness.
That's what the Christian church has done. They have taken them songs that they sing and they have put that in front of actually keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments. You being able to sing unto thee. You understand? You being able to come and you let God use you. When singing the song, talking about let God use you. You just man, you just put on a concert. You know what I'm saying? Going out there with what's my man name? The old man that still sing. Before I let go, what's his damn name? What's the dude's name?
Oh shit.
Damn, what's the old head name? He still Frankie Beverly. He still singing. That dude old as hell. Just go out there with Frankie Beverly on tour, man, and sing. If you want to use your voice.
Right.
You understand? The Lord actually said in the Bible that he don't even want to hear no gospel music. He don't even want to hear no goddamn song. He tired of that. It's because it's gay anyway. You know what I'm saying? Those songs are gay. You singing to a man to touch your body and feel you all over from head to toe. Nigga, get your hands off me. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch me. Come on, man. That's our king. And you singing about our king in a romantic way. That's disgusting. You understand? The greatest damn black man to ever live, you singing a song to him as if you singing to a woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what them songs sound like. They sound like you singing to a damn woman. So that stuff is ridiculous, man. And like I said, furthermore, it's against the scriptures. It's actually in the Bible to where we're not supposed to be singing no gospel music. The Lord don't want to hear that. But they go and establish their own righteousness. They say, oh, well, I'm paying my tithes, so I'm straight with the Lord. Paying tithes ain't everything. That's a part of the law. But why is it that the Christian church will say that the laws is done away with, but they'll keep that one law though?
Right.
They will keep that one law about that cash. That's the only one law you're supposed to be keeping. That's how you know that they are hypocrites. Because in this whole Bible, it says to keep the laws from the front to the back forever. That's what it says. It don't say that there is no time period to where what they say out there one Christian a dispensation of time. There's no dispensation of time to where you can stop keeping the law and then one day you just magically start back if you feel like it or whatever it is. You understand? We're supposed to be keeping these laws forever.
That's right.
Yes, Randall? Go ahead. They say who?
We under grace or mercy.
Yeah, they are, but that don't mean you're supposed to sin though. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing and that's in the scripture as well. Just because we have grace, that don't mean that you sin. It said don't sin just because you have grace. Don't even take no chance on playing with the Lord like that. You understand? Tempting him, knowing the truth, like the scripture says, it's best for you to have not known the truth than to have known and then went back. You understand? To your old filthy way. Like I say, the dog returns to the mirror. You understand? Or the pig. What's one? Pig or the dog? Whichever one it is. But either way it go, dog returns his own vomit. You understand? That's what a lot of people have done. Is when they turn around. Yeah, you know that's really what dogs do. Dogs throw up and then they'll go clean it up. You understand? So and that's what a lot of black folks do is we'll turn around and come into the truth, and some have turned back around, man, and went right back out there. And they were, and just like the scriptures say, it's worse with them the second time than it was the first. Okay, go ahead. Keep reading.
Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
Okay, so they have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of the Most High. That's these Christians' problem. They want it their way. Like, they want to molest children. Like, I mean, come on, man. Look at Eddie Long. Look at all the other preachers that do that. They want to do it. They don't want. They doing it now because they know in Christ's kingdom they're gonna get their head chopped off. You understand? That's what's gonna happen. Okay, sleep with other men's wives in the kingdom. They know they ain't gonna be able to do that there. That's why they don't want the kingdom of heaven. You understand? Because matter of fact, keep reading. It's gonna say it. It's gonna break it down.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth.
Okay, so this right here ain't saying that there's no more laws to keep. All right, because Christ died. That's not what it's talking about. What this is talking about, the end of the law, he's talking about the punishments of the law. So once you turn around, it's just like, for instance, if you don't break the white man's law, don't speed. If you have your stickers on your car, he don't stop you and give you a ticket. You understand? Saying, "Oh, your stuff is registered, but I'm gonna give you a ticket anyway." He may have, but he's not supposed to. Just saying. So when you not breaking God's laws, when you not eating pork, the Lord doesn't have to, say punish you because you eat pork because you're not eating it. So that's the part of the law that was ended with Christ. Okay, it's the judgments, the punishments of the law, not the law itself. You understand? The things that we are supposed to do and not supposed to do. It's not talking about that. It's talking about the punishments of the law. Keep going.
For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law.
So Moses turned around and wrote it down. All right. Keep going.
That the man which doeth those things shall live by them.
Okay, so we're supposed to live by the law. All right. Keep on.
But the righteousness which is of faith speaketh on this wise.
Mm-hmm.
Say not in thine heart, who shall ascend into heaven?
Okay, right here, this is a cut for Christians. Who shall ascend? Who's going to go up into heaven? And what is every Christian song about? What is it about? What is every Christian song about? What is every Christian's hopes and their dreams? To do what?
Slug. Die and go to heaven.
To make it in heaven, to go up into heaven and be with the Lord. That's their dream. You understand? That's what they want. They can't wait to go up in heaven and be with the Lord. But the scripture just said that the wise say not in thine heart, who shall ascend into heaven? Keep going.
That is, to bring Christ down from above.
Okay, now who knows what that means? Who knows? Who can break that down? No sweat. What that means is instead of us praying to go up to heaven, we supposed to be working to bring Christ down here. You understand? Because that's what the Bible said. The Lord is going to send Christ here and save us, not us go up there. You understand? So that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be coming together, doing this work, so that the Most High will look down from heaven and say, okay, let me send my son to go save my people now. You understand? But Negroes steady want to go to the Christian church and sing and dance and think that they're going to get to heaven that way when that's not according to the scripture. You understand? So that right there just cuts that theory of them going up into heaven. Okay, say not in thine heart, who shall ascend into heaven. You Negroes so worried about going up into heaven when we ain't got this right here yet. You understand? We got to get this right here. Okay, this is where we're going to get it right at. And that's what's been happening in the Isupk under Commander General Hunter since 1969. And we have been getting it right. You understand? Actually turning around and doing what the Bible says. So rehearsing the righteous acts. We have to. We have to start now. You got to put the blunts down now. You got to put the pork down now. You got to stop being a homosexual now. You got to stop being a lesbian now. No Christmas. Wait a minute. Halloween. No Halloween at the end of this month. Now, you know what I'm saying? No Thanksgiving next month. No Christmas the month after that. No New Year's the month after that. You understand? We got to start doing this now, because that's what the Bible say. We got to return to the Lord, and the Lord will look upon us from heaven, and then turn around and come and deliver us. But not a moment soon. You understand? We keep on. What we like to say, keep on tripping. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Yes, we're gonna be stuck here damn forever. You understand? So, like I said, them Christians, they just sing songs. They just they love the lies. You understand? We
That's
can quote
right.
several different scriptures pertaining to that. All right. So we got any more questions? Let me check that. I think it was some. Check that out. No, hold it. No, I forgot. You shut it down. No, no, my brother. Okay, hold tight. Okay, I don't think we got none on the text line. Okay, let's go ahead. I pulled the articles. Did it come up?
Con.
Okay, give me hold on one second. Matter of fact, let's play this the video on the incident first. All right, now the topic is we're going to expose that Judge Tammy Kemp, the one that hugged um the damn murderer of a black man. You understand? What's the brother name? Botham John. Uh, and the woman Amber Geiger. She turned around and I mean, it turned into a damn freak fest, man. Everybody started hugging this broad. The damn uh, the bailiff started stroking her hair to make sure she's pretty. Oh, lesbian. You understand? You can clearly see that the damn bailiff, she was a lesbian, and she's stroking her hair to make sure she's nice and pretty, and you know what I'm saying, for her trial. Then the damn brother, he turned around. He's a homosexual, plain as day. You understand? His damn shirt was gay, his tie was gay, his jacket was gay, his damn haircut was gay. You understand? The Negro haircut was gay. Everything about him was gay. Okay, and they ran. Wait till y'all see the clip. They ran to each other like they was lost lovers, man. You understand? Like they hadn't seen each other in years. Okay, and turn around now. When a black man gets sentenced, can he hug his mama one last time?
Salaki.
Huh?
Hell.
Hell no. He can't hug his mama. Can he hug his wife? Can he hug his kids? No, everybody screaming and crying as the damn bailiffs surround him real quick and get him up out of there and take him away for the rest of his life. You understand? We don't get the opportunity to hug our damn loved one. And then, matter of fact, in some jails you can't do it there either because they got you behind glass.
That's right.
You understand? They ain't even got no damn visits where you can sit down with them, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of prisons. Okay? And they finna start cutting them off. You understand? The visits where you can't actually sit down with your people. They doing more work to stop those visits. You understand? But they turned around, man. It was just ridiculous. It was disgusting to even witness. You know what I'm saying? What they was doing. Okay? Now I'm gonna go. Let me see. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull the clip where it actually went down at first. Hold on one second. Bear with me while I pull this up. And then we're gonna get the interviews. We got some interviews, we got some articles. I got a couple of things that I'm gonna end up pulling on this tonight. And we're gonna see if that judge follows anything that she actually claims she believes. All right. One second. Hold on one second. Yeah, because that actually was, you know what I'm saying, a damn spit in the face, man, to even see that, you know. And, okay, here we go. Okay, now this one right here, this is ABC News report. It says, extraordinary act of mercy. This is the brother that said, brother of Botham John hugs and forgives Amber Geiger after 10 years sentence imposed. Let's watch this one. Hold on, it's low. It's low. One second. Damn ads. Boy, them ads kill me, man. They go in them ads in every damn thing. Oh, let me try it. Look at. Look at it. Can I give her a hug?
Whatever you call it, in a hushed courtroom in Texas.
Look at this system. Look at it.
18-year-old Brad John forgiving Amber Geiger, his brother's killer.
If you truly are sorry, I know I can speak for myself. I forgive you. I know if you go to God and ask Him, He will forgive you. I don't even want you to go to jail.
Listen to this
I want
homo.
the best for you.
Good night.
Listen to this, man.
Because I know that's exactly what both of them want you to do.
Ooh. Did you hear this homosexual man? He know that that's what the man that's dead, the damn brother that's dead, that's what he would want. He would not want her to go to jail. This is Christianity. The
That's
songs
right.
you sing, you said they be singing and praying and hoping for not you, son. The songs that you said the Christians be singing and the Jesus they be praying to in the church. This is the reason. The brother is a homosexual because of the Christian church. The brother is sitting there saying what he's saying because of Christian church, Christianity. You understand? You can't turn around and forgive. Matter of fact, God don't even forgive the people that's oppressing and murdering us. The Lord is waiting on us to get our stuff together to return to Him so that He can put them in their place, so that He can put them in chains where they belong. They finna be the next top slave. You
Right.
understand? While they had hopes and dreams that we was gonna be slaves forever, you know what I mean? They are going into captivity. And he turned around and said, I forgive you. I don't even want you to go to jail. He don't even want this white woman to go to jail. Now, my question is, how many brothers has he said that about? How many sisters did he have compassion on like that?
Right.
To commit a crime, do something to him. You know what I'm saying? Let him turn around and get gay bashed by a bunch of black people. You understand? Let's see if he forgive those men that gay bash his ass. You understand? Let's see if that would take place. That would come out of his mouth. If 3, 4 black men was to gay bash him, I wonder would he come in court and say, you know what? I forgive you, brothers. You know, ask God to forgive you. I'm sure He will. You beat the hell out of me, but that's okay. I don't want you to go to prison. You understand? Let's see if he turned around and said that. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to pardon myself. I got to get back to that.
Oh, you gotta go. Oh, okay, no sweat, brother. You know what I'm saying? You put your number and stuff on there. All right, I'm gonna hit you up, man. Give you the flyer. Hey, the water for coming out, brother. Shalom. Yeah, but all right, most time Christ. Yeah. So, like I said, man, he turned around and this dude said that he know that his brother that got murdered would want it this way. He would want her not to go to prison. You can just take my life and don't go to jail. This is Christianity at its finest, man. And this is the brother right here. Okay, let's keep going.
Murdering 26-year-old Botham John in his own home.
When Brad John hugged her, a lot of emotion poured out of her. I think that he healing process hopefully is starting to occur in her now. That young man is 18 and he is a leader. He should guide us.
And you hear that? They always put the damn homosexual up there as a leader. He is a young man and he is a leader. No, he is gay. And gays are not leaders.
What happened today in the West Nickelmines Amish School in rural Lancaster County, Pennsylvania?
Oh, Shalak, hold on.
Hours later, members of the community visiting his wife to forgive.
Okay, hold on.
That shooting at Charleston Church.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Because it's got a couple of stories that mixed in here with this.
I don't even want you to go to jail.
Good night.
I want the best for you. Because I know that's exactly what both of them want you to do.
This unlikely ending, perhaps the biggest surprise in a case that captivated the nation for more than a year. Geiger, the former Dallas police officer, convicted of murdering 26-year-old
Good
John.
night.
When Brant, John, Putner, a lot of emotion poured out of her. I think the healing process hopefully is starting to occur in her. The young man is 18 and he is a leader. He should guide us.
It's a rare act, easy to preach, hard to live. A grace we've seen before. In Pennsylvania, after a gunman struck
Okay, that was it on that one. Hold on 1 second.
Amish schoolhouse.
Okay. Let me pull up the judge. 1 second. Let's get the judge. This one? No, it ain't in this one. Look at the Christian mom shouting in the damn place, man. All this forgiveness for this white woman that murdered your damn son. Oh, we are so quick to forgive them for every single thing that they do to us.
That's right.
But then turn around and we cannot forgive our own people just for the little minute things that we do. Man, do you know? In my family, man, when I was coming up, my family held grudges with each other. I mean, had literal fist fights over pairs of pants. Cousins would come over another cousin's house, and so-called a pair of they nice pants would come up missing, and they actually straight fought about it and didn't talk to each other for years over a pair of pants. First off, if they did take them, just don't take them. Ask your cousin, can you have them or can you wear them? You know what I'm saying? Or can they buy you a pair or something? You know, don't steal their stuff.
Right.
But damn, I mean, but it's some pants. Like you fighting and want to kill your cousin over a pair of jeans. It was a pair of earrings one time. My cousins it came up missing, and every family function when they came together, we all came together. They brought up them goddamn earrings out. Straight up, they did not let my big cousin live them pair of damn earrings down. She say she didn't take them, but they swear up and down that she did, and they did not let her live it down. And it was a fight, or it was about to be a fight every time they all got together. Like little stuff like that. We can't forgive each other for a pair of jeans and a pair of earrings. Granted, it's yours. It ain't supposed to come up missing.
Right.
You understand? That's your stuff. But you cannot forgive your brother or your sister. But you can take this cop who's supposed to be trained, skilled with the gun. You understand? To where you know what I'm saying? They train police officers military style. They don't train them, you know how they do back in the old movies to walk around with the club and shit all fat and looking stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't how they actually train police. They train them the military fashion. Okay? So somebody walking up on you, jumping out of nowhere, they teach you how to hold the gun away in a way to where you don't make a mistake and shoot nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's possibly not any harm or any danger to you. All types of things. So that nonsense that she was scared. And first off, how you in his house and you scared? You understand? Like, get the hell out of here. Like, the whole thing was just nonsense. All right. Let me see. Let me find the judge. Hold on. I think this is the one with the judge. Pull that. Pull this article out. I think where it say judge defends. I think that's the one we want first. All right, here we go. Let's play this one with the judge this time.
I don't know if this is possible, but can I give her a hug, please?
Can I give her a hug? That is so disgusting.
Please.
Yes.
The judge up there crying. It's ridiculous. Hold on, she'll get you the judge this time. There she go. Look at her. Go to the judge giving her a hug. Oh my God, baby, it's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be all right. I promise you. Okay, hold on. Stop it real quick.
The okay hand gesture has
Hold
become
on.
a cultural flashpoint.
Okay. Now, you got the article up.
Still pulling it up, sir.
It's low. Okay, okay. Now we're gonna read this. We're gonna read a couple of articles. I want to get to uh this damn this judge, man. This judge, she is disgusting. The judge is disgusting. Sellout. You understand? The it ain't coming up. Okay, no sweat. Just let it load. Let it take its time and let it load. Okay, let me read. Let me start reading this article. All right. Like I said, the judge that was terrible, man. That's disgusting as hell. For wait a minute, hold on. It's like I pushed the wrong article. For her to do that, you understand? Like I said, man, it is a complete slap in the damn face. Here it is. This is 2019, and black people aren't being accidentally murdered by our oppressors. You understand? He was not an accident. You understand? This was something done intentionally. All right, what you, Jordan? This was done intentionally, man. This was nothing that was an accident. Okay. I think this one right here. Hold on, let me get this article straight. So, like I said, this was no accident. This was actually done on purpose. All right. And they turned around and they could not wait. The judge said she could not refuse to turn around and give that white woman that hug, boy. She said she could not refuse. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's read this one. I got a couple of articles we're gonna jump on real quick. All right, this one said this is the judge defends giving Amber Geiger a hug and a Bible. Says she could not refuse. All right. And it says Judge Tammy Kemp was clad in black robes and seated on the bed at the bench in her Dallas courtroom when she reached for a tissue and wiped the tears from her eyes. It was so sad. And we're going to see all of this compassion that this black woman has for this white woman that's murdered an innocent black man. We're going to see if she has the same kind of compassion when it comes to black people. Okay? And it says here, it says, it was Dakota, wait a minute. Hold on, this is not. Hold on, this ain't the one that I want to read. 1 second. One second, hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get the right article. Here it is. I got it now. All right, here we go. This is the one I want. It says, why a judge says she gave Amber Geiger a Bible, a hug, and hope of redemption. Now, first, what does the word redemption mean? And look the actual word up and give me the actual meaning of the word. I want to pull that real quick. What does the word redemption mean? This judge here, Tammy Kemp, says she gave Amber Geiger, this murderer, okay, a Bible, a hug, and hope of redemption. What does the word redemption mean?
So
Go
like
ahead and give it to me.
the act of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil.
Absolutely. Say it one more time, nice and loud.
Redemption, the act of saving or being saved from
Uh-huh.
sin, error, or evil.
Absolutely. Okay. So this is what the judge is giving this murderer, uh, Amber Geiger. Okay.
Shalak.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have that one.
Which one? This one?
Kamala Khan.
Okay, go ahead. Start reading.
Kamala Khan. Judge Tammy Kemp is a woman of faith.
Where you at? You got the one that I just read? One for redemption or the other?
Redemption.
Okay, start at the top.
Judge Tammy Kemp says she turned to her faith.
She turned to her what?
Her faith.
She turned to her faith. You as a judge, you supposed to be ruling a case. You supposed to be taking the damn facts of a case, not using your goddamn faith. You understand? It's actually supposed to be a separation between church and state. They not even supposed to even be mixed together. You understand? Because here you is with your feelings, you know what I'm saying? Now you all, Jesus saves and look, God loves every damn body in the courtroom. When you got facts sitting before you that just ain't adding up to innocent. You understand? That needs to be put away for the rest of her life. But because you turn to your faith in this case, keep going.
When a former Dallas police officer asked her for advice and a hug in the courtroom, not everyone is happy with that.
Okay, so she asked the damn a black woman, could you just give me some advice? Could you share some advice with me, please? Help me out. Keep reading now.
Judge Tammy Kemp is a woman of faith. For more than 25 years, She has attended the same church in Dallas, where she serves as a deaconess.
She is a deaconess in the church. You're 25 years deaconess. Hallelujah. Keep going.
She keeps a Bible in her chambers, positioned on top of her laptop to remind herself to start her day with prayer. And she believes in redemption.
She believes in what?
Redemption.
Now make sure y'all paying attention to these things that's being said about her now. And we're going to see if those things pertain to her then. Keep going.
In her courtroom, she encourages defendants to use their time in prison to remake their lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, let me tell you something. You know that she ain't thinking about no Negro when he come before her courtroom. You understand? Talking about take your time to remake your life. I doubt she's giving any of that kind of damn advice to a black man.
Right.
You understand? Keep going on.
So when one of those defendants, a former police officer convicted of murdering her unarmed neighbor, Salakia, asked the judge for advice and a hug last week.
She asked the judge for a hug. Now, which judge you know is letting these people hug on them, man? You understand? You ain't supposed to be doing all of that. Go ahead, keep reading.
The judge's thoughts turned to a sermon she had heard in church the previous Sunday.
Hey, these Christians is tricked out, ain't they?
Con.
This white woman sitting here crying and begging and asking you for some advice, and the only thing you could think of what your preacher would preach about Sunday, or what she preached about, because she is a deaconess, right? She's a deaconess, so she probably preached Sunday. Matter of fact, she probably preached a sermon just for her. You understand? She probably preached something just for Amber Geiger. Keep going.
The parable of the lost sheep tells the story of a shepherd who still has 99 sheep in his flock, but looks for the one sheep that is lost.
Ooh. You hear that?
Con.
Christianity at its finest. Hallelujah. Do you understand? Boy, break out with the music. Start playing the gospel. Start singing the song.
You gotta play the organ.
You play the organ and the drums. Come on with it. Oh man, is you feeling the Christian spirit?
Dim the light.
Come on, you got to dim the lights. Come on, read it, huh?
Our pastor had said, if we're going to attract the one, we've got to show love and compassion.
If we're going to attract the one, okay, the one that's lost, that's what he's talking about, this parable and these sheep. So we're going to attract this one sheep, this lost sheep, which is Amber Geiger. If we're going to attract her, then guess what? We've got to show love and compassion. And again, keep in mind, let's see if Tammy Kemp has any love and any compassion for black men. Let's see. Keep reading.
Con. And then I also thought, God says my job is to do justice.
Who said that your job is to do justice?
God.
God ain't dealing with that court system like that.
Right.
You understand? You should have been there because you did whatever you did. You sold out to be a judge. You understand? The Lord, black people really believe that God is putting them in them positions, man. They really think that voting, that God helped all the people come together and vote and help get your black butt in office. You understand? When we ain't even supposed to be voting now.
Right.
It's a sin to vote. But she's giving God all the praise for her position. You understand? Because guess what? That was an election that happened. Her getting her position, an election took place. Another one that black people was not supposed to partake in. Okay? We're not supposed to be picking, voting for judges and mayors and governors and all of that. Okay? Keep going.
Love mercy and walk humbly.
You're supposed to give them some love and some mercy. You're supposed to walk humbly. Okay, this is how you attract that one lost sheep, right? This is how she's saying that she's going to attract Amber Geiger. She's going to get Amber Geiger because you know she's going to be out in the year. You understand? Amber Geiger, she's in protective custody, and she will be out in a year. All right, she ain't finna do no 10 whole years in no prison.
Right.
She might even not. Man, she might get out in 7 8 months on good behavior. You understand? Come on, keep reading.
Judge Kemp said, so how can you refuse this woman a hug?
Look, if I have to, what she say? Show her love and compassion, and then show her some mercy and walk humbly. I got to walk humbly as a judge. You understand? So how can I refuse this murderer a damn hug? How can I refuse that? How can I say no to this woman? You understand? When I'm trying to attract this lost sheep, that's what that's what the Christian is saying, man. That's what she's saying. And that's what Christianity does to black people. It makes you love them and it makes you hate your own.
That's right.
You understand? We're gonna see if Judge Kemp got any of that walk humbly, if she got any of that love and that mercy and that doing that justice for any black people in her courtroom. Keep going.
That moment of compassion
Mm.
in which Judge Kemp gave the former officer a Bible and a hug.
She gave her a Bible and a hug. Oh, praise be to God. You thank the Lord. Keep on.
Was fiercely debated in the days after the trial.
Keep going.
Some praised it as a rare and much needed moment of humanity.
Now look, it's all whenever it's pertaining to them, it's always humanity, right? This was an act of humanity here, and it was much needed. We needed this moment. The world needed to see this black judge get off of the damn stand and come and give this damn convicted murderer a hug. The world had to see that, right? It's the same spit and slap in the face, man, like when Barack Obama, when we was being murdered left and right under his administration, and he turned around and sent out the blue alert to help save the police.
That's right.
As if somebody was murdering them. You understand? This is the same thing, man. Okay, keep going.
Others criticized it as a potentially unconstitutional and wondered whether a black defendant would receive similar attention in the criminal justice system.
We can answer that for you right now. Hell no. A Negro ain't finna get none of that in the justice system, in the criminal justice system here in America. No, we are not. You understand? And guess what? I'm going to show you how Judge Tammy Kemp did not show a black man any love, any compassion, any mercy, none of that. She didn't walk humbly. She turned around and walked all over this man. All right? Go ahead, keep reading.
For many, it was simply the latest moment to be debated in an unusual and emotional case in which an off-duty white police officer, Amber Geiger, fatally shot an unarmed black man, Botham Jean, in his own apartment, claiming she thought she was facing an intruder in her own apartment.
Now, my thing still, how did you get in his apartment thinking that you in yours? That still don't make sense to me, y'all. Like, how did you not recognize and realize that you was not at home no more, Toto? You know what I'm saying? How in the hell did you confuse this man's place with your own?
It's Lockie.
Go ahead.
She was smoking crack.
Man, she had to be. She was on some dope. She was on something. She was high on something.
Right.
Because, like I said, I still can't. I mean, even though you know how neighborhoods, they have houses that look the same. You know what I'm saying? They built, the same company built a block of 20 houses, same exact design. Even if I was to go in my, so go in my neighbors, even though the front looked the same, when I get on the inside, when I see this furniture, you understand, that don't look like mine. The feel when I walk in, it don't feel like my place. You understand? I'm gonna know that. I'm gonna know immediately that I'm not at my home. So I'm still wondering, how she could even tell that lie and say she thought she was in her own home. You know what I'm saying? That is ridiculous, but go ahead, keep reading.
Community activists had looked to the judge, who is black,
Keep going.
to help ensure a fair outcome.
So who was the community activists?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Uh,
It's real simple,
the
who was them
pastors and
black people, man? Black people. You damn right. The pastors, you understand? The governor. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, I had to make sure that wasn't the idiot calling in. You know what I'm saying? Interrupting the class again. But you turn around and it's the community activist. Now you know there ain't no such thing as a white activist, right?
right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is talking about the black activists. They look to the judge, who is black, to help ensure a fair outcome. And in the end, a diverse jury returned a rare verdict of murder, punishing her to 10 years in prison. Now keep going.
Speaking publicly on Monday for the first time since the trial, Judge Kemp, age 57, said she was not thinking about Miss Geiger's race when she agreed to give her a hug, nor did she offer the Bible unprompted.
How could you not think about, her race is right in your face. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. How is you not thinking about who is sitting before you asking you for a hug? Don't you see him? You understand? Don't you see who this person is that's asking you for a hug? But guess what? You don't care. Because Christians, when they see white people, they see Jesus. They see their God.
Right.
They see their Lord and their Savior. That's who they see. That's why she turned around and said, "Oh, I didn't see race when I gave her a hug. Oh, no, I didn't see race at all." Keep going.
Far from regretting her decision, Judge Kemp said she only wished she had not hesitated before agreeing to the hug.
Okay, keep reading.
I'm a little embarrassed to say she had to ask me twice, Judge Kemp said in an interview.
Okay, so she's embarrassed that this woman had to ask, "Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug?" Twice. So she said she's embarrassed at the fact that she didn't immediately give her a hug. She didn't immediately jump up out her seat and give this murderer a hug. Keep going.
Judge Kemp, with her black robe and thick pearl necklace, became a well-known figure during the trial, which was streamed online and closely followed across the country. Her exasperated expression when she found out that the district attorney had given a television interview that may have broken a gag order in the case was widely shared in a GIF.
Keep going. And boy, black people, they making the hell out of them damn things. So you see the one where they the judge had hugged him and turned around and had Samuel Jackson face on Django. You see them? Oh, they making the hell out of them damn gifs and the memes and all that. That was crazy. But that was her, definitely. You understand? The damn coon, man, the sellout of our people. You know what I mean? And it's ridiculous, man. That right there should have never even happened. You know? And how is it that black people always turn to their faith when it comes to white people, man? They always turn to Jesus, sweet Jesus, and baby Jesus, and the old Jesus, teenage Jesus. They turn to Jesus, man. You understand? They turn to their faith when it comes to our oppressor, but they never do that when it comes to what they say. What's the famous thing out that they used to say when we was younger, coming up, about their religion? What would they do with it when they get into it with their people? When black people would get into it with black people, I'm talking about Christians. They were notorious. I used to hear this all the time. I was like, wait a minute, this don't make sense to me. What are you saying? They would say, hold on, slide. That's the conference line. They would say that they gonna take something of their religion and do what with it? You ain't never heard the family about to fight or argue and say, boy, you going to make me take my religion and put it on the shelf? You ever heard that? Boy, I used to hear that all the time, man. When black people get into it, I was a kid trying to figure out why would you put it on the shelf? Like, why you gonna put it up? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A fight is a fight. Like, you gotta defend yourself. But that's what they do when it comes to your own people. You understand? It's no holds barred. Meaning, and we finna get it in. You understand? It's gonna be me or you. Somebody finna die today. I'm finna put my religion on the shelf. You understand? And we finna get it in. But when it comes to white people, you know what? Man, I got to turn to my faith. I got to show some compassion. In order to attract that one, I got to walk humbly. You see what I'm saying? This is what they see. This was playing through their head when it's dealing with the people that murder and oppress us. But when it comes to me or you, oh man, I'm gonna put my religion on the shelf. Meet me out in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying? We can go in the backyard. We can go right now. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to me and you dealing with each other. But when it comes to them, oh my God. How could I deny? I got to give her a Bible too. You understand? I got to give her the Bible too. Keep reading.
She also showed uncommon emotion, at times tearing up on the bench.
It's uncommon. It's uncommon for her to be emotional and cry, right? I mean, think about how many black men have been before. She's a woman, maybe a mother, right? You know, maybe a sister. They got compassion on another brother that come in and made a mistake in his life, did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And now he's before you. Do you have any compassion on him? Like you do this one right here? Are you showing uncommon emotions for any black people that come in your court? No, she's not. Keep going.
But it was the final moments in the courtroom after the trial had formally ended that drew the most attention.
Keep going.
After a jury sentenced Miss Geyser to prison for murder, Mr. John's brother took the witness stand to address her directly. Rather than expressing anger, he asked to give her a hug in the courtroom.
Okay, so he turned around and he said, please, can I give her a hug? Please, can I give her a hug? He begging the damn judge to give this woman that murdered your brother, this white woman that murdered your brother. That is an act of war, man. When the other nations of people do what they do to us, you understand? When our oppressor murders us, that's an act of war. That ain't nothing to be forgiven. The Lord don't forgive them for what they doing. You understand? And neither should we. We should not be so forgiving of these people when they turn around and murder us, and then we just, as soon as the smoke clears, you understand? That very night, I'm sure his the homosexual brother was, I forgive her already. You understand? I'm sure he turned Jesus freak right there that night when his brother got murdered. Innocent damn man got murdered, and I'm sure the Christians turned Jesus freak that damn night out. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to this case real quick. We get close to the time. Let's see if Judge Tammy Kemp had any compassion for a black man. Let's see it. Let's watch this video right here. All right. This is a video of a brother named Naeem Muhammad. All right. This is a black man. All right. Let's see if she gave any of that compassion. Okay. Now first, Tammy was not the judge over this case. She was the actual prosecutor. All right. She was the prosecutor over this brother, Naeem Muhammad's case. And let's see if she show him any compassion. Let's see if she had any of that in her heart, like what she claimed to have for Amber Guyger.
Right.
All right. Let's find out. Let's see.
A courageous kid can do anything, no matter the odds. NBC5 celebrates remarkable kids doing extraordinary things. Courageous Kids, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. only on NBC5 News. Presented by Children's Health.
Now live. This is NBC5 First and 4. The lawyer defending a man convicted of drowning his two sons wants a mistrial.
Naeem Muhammad is facing a possible death sentence for killing his two young sons. NBC5's Christine Lee is live in Dallas with the new development.
Now this brother is facing death. Now he did murder his two sons, and I ain't saying that uh, the brother should be forgiven and sent home. You understand for what he did. But what point we finna make on this is where was Judge Tammy Kemp's compassion for this brother right here that did something wrong? Okay, let's get it.
Christine?
Christy, the judge actually denied that request for a mistrial today. And actually, another notable event happened today. It happened actually this morning when Mohammed's sister approached the judge bound in chains. She was arrested and held for contempt after becoming a little bit too emotional after taking the stand yesterday. Now, this happened before the trial officially resumed, delaying the start time for about an hour. A psychologist for the state testified for much of the morning, and after a break, Mohammed told the judge that he changed his mind about testifying at his own trial, saying he no longer wishes to do so.
And at one point, you told me that you wanted to testify, even though I know Mr. Johnson had told you that he didn't think it was in your best interest to do that. And now apparently you changed your mind. Is that correct? Yes, sir. You're going to take Mr. Johnson's advice. Yes, sir. And your team of attorneys' advice. Yes, sir. Okay. All right.
Okay, now let's go. I'm gonna read a little bit of the story right here. Okay, now this is a father who drowned sons sentenced to death, right? And Judge Tammy Kemp, at the time, she was the prosecutor. She prosecuted this case. Okay?
Right.
Now, this brother got the death sentence. You understand? He got the death sentence. Guess what? The prosecutor pushed for it. You understand? The prosecutor pushed for this man to get the death sentence. But now, just now previously, and then we're going to read some other stuff about where she claims she got all this good stuff now, the compassion and the love and the mercy and all of that. She claims she got that back when she was doing the prosecution. You understand? And this is one of those cases that she did prosecuting a brother that ended up getting no love, no mercy. Why ain't he a lost sheep? Why ain't this man a lost sheep? You understand? Why did she try to attract him? She been in church for 25 years. She been a deaconess for 25 years. Why didn't she try to attract this lost sheep and walk humbly and turn around and give him a Bible? You understand? Why didn't she try to preach the Lord to him? She turned around and gave Amber Geiger a goddamn sermon. Why didn't she give his brother one and try to help save his soul? Okay? It says a North Texas man was sentenced to death on Thursday for drowning his two young sons in the Dallas area creek. The Dallas County jury took about 3.5 hours to sentence Naeem Muhammad. The same jury took less than 10 minutes last week to find him guilty of capital murder in the deaths of 5-year-old Naeem and 3-year-old Elijah. He says here, I apologize for bringing any pain and hurt on anybody for the actions that I have caused to you all. Muhammad said after the sentence was announced, he said that the only reason he did it was because he wanted to be a father and that thought that that was being taken away. He thought that his right. He said that his baby mama was taking his kids from him. He sat and if we was to continue this article and keep reading it, he'll turn around and it'll tell you that He was sitting there begging and pleading and crying. You understand? And he got no mercy from Judge Tammy Kemp, which was a prosecutor at that time. Then now when it said that she had some uncommon emotions on that stand, that's some of the, she didn't have any of them emotions for that black man.
That's right.
You understand? She didn't show any of that for that brother. Let me find this other little article that talk a little more about the judge before we get out of here. We got a few minutes. Let me see. One second. One second. Pull these facts up and show you how this woman is a pure hypocrite, man. You understand? None of that nonsense that she claimed she got and had that white woman Geiger. Okay, she never had it for the black man. Okay, she never had it. Hold on one second. States Council Dollars from the Geiger. Let me find it. One second, bear with me. Okay. Now this is Kim when she was running for for the judge and the different things that she said she learned. Let me see. Kim serves the judge. So the bench since 2014. Guy was sentenced to 10 years. Kim used to be in the okay. Now this is when Kim used to be is this right here is this is 5 facts about Judge Kim. Okay. Now this is when she was actually a prosecutor. And when she prosecuted this case, right behind us on the screen, the brother Naeem Muhammad. Okay. And we're gonna find out, we're gonna see if this is the same Tammy Kemp that we seeing today. It says Kemp served as a prosecutor and also a defense attorney for Dallas County for over 2 decades before she ran for the position of a Texas district judge for the 204th Judicial District Court in 2018. She first ran in 2014. She is currently serving her second term. It says, in a questionnaire Kemp answered for voters in the Dallas News during her re-election bid, Kemp explained why she decided to run a second time. Said, when I ran in 2014, I made a commitment to be accountable to the public, compassionate towards victims, and fair to the accused. All right. Now, that sister, the judge was not fair to that brother Naeem Muhammad.
Right.
Same way she was fair to, you understand, Amber Guyton. Okay, you're gonna be fair to the defendants, then be fair. You understand? Judge fairly. Have some compassion for the black man the same way that you did this white one. See, turn to your faith when you see your brothers and your sisters come before you in your courtroom. Why don't you do that then? You understand? That's because guess what? She ain't talking about for no black people. She ain't got no damn faith and no love and no mercy when it comes to no black people. That's why they never get it. You're never going to get any love, any mercy, any attention, any affection from a goddamn Christian. They just don't have it. All right? So it says, I have lived up to those principles. When I entered office in 2015, our court had been constantly ranked among the least productive, particularly when it came to addressing the needs of the individuals in the jail. And since June 2015, we have consistently ranked among the top performing courts in all area of efficiency. Now, when it says they top among the courts, what you think that means? They getting people sent home, or is they sending people in prison?
Right.
They are productive because guess what? She is throwing the book at Negroes.
That's right.
She is locking them up and throwing away the damn key. You understand? So now they being ranked top in the damn court because of her performance, of her putting black people and Hispanic people in prison. All right? But when it comes to Amber Geiger, it's a totally different case. The judge said, she said that she said, you all saw her from the back. She said, I had the opportunity to see her from the front. And do you know what I saw? I saw a person that was broken. That's what she said. Why didn't you see that brother Naeem Muhammad? Why didn't you see him broken? You understand? Why didn't you see him broken and try to say, you know what? I don't. That brother's broken, man. Let's not put him to death. You understand? Let's give him a lesser sentence. She didn't even open her mouth. She went right in and said, yeah, we're gonna get the death sentence. That's what we want. That's what she shot for, and that's what they got. But she claimed when she was prosecuted, at the time she did that case, she had the same level of compassion like what she claimed she had for Amber Guyger. But why didn't the brother get any? All right. But let's keep going. Okay, it says she also spoke about her experience as a prosecutor as well. She said, as a prosecutor, I served under 3 unique district attorneys. Said, and each instilled values that have impacted me and made me into a better judge. Okay. As a defense attorney, I became aware of the challenges defendants and their attorneys face in preparing a defense. So she turned around and was influenced by these district attorneys and became such a better judge just in time for the Amber Guyger case to where she could sit and cry and give this woman a hug and feel embarrassed that of the fact that Amber Guyger had to ask her twice to get a hug. It's always the black woman that they use to be the goddamn fool, man.
That's right.
They always use the black woman to be their damn fool. You understand? What she did was not cool at all. What you did, you understand? The Lord does not require when Christ said in the Bible to forgive your neighbor 77 times 7. He was not talking about Amber Guyger.
Right.
You understand? The Lord she even told Amber Guyger, she told Tammy Kemp, the judge told Amber Guyger, it all starts when she said, just have some faith. Take this Bible. And what she said, she said, here, take this Bible. Have some faith. She said, the faith the size of a mustard seed. That's what she told her. She said, and guess what? And God will forgive you. Ask and it shall be given. That's what she told her. John 3:16. She quoted John 3:16 on her.
Good night.
And said, God so loved the world and Amber Guyger that he gave his only begotten son. That's what this damn woman said. That's what this judge said. You know what I mean? That is disgusting. But she turned around and let me see if there's some more on this broad here on this one. Okay, here we go. Just speaking on this case a little bit. It says Kip has also prosecuted a number of interesting cases. She once even kept the victim ashes on her desk for several days until a family member came to pick them up. Now you know that this person had to have been white. You understand?
Right.
The ashes of the person and the family had to have been white. You understand? So it says Kemp prosecuted convicted murderer Naeem Muhammad in a trial in 2013 that eventually led to his being given the death penalty. You understand? Now, while this man was sitting before you crying, you understand, and begging and pleading with you, why didn't you see him broken? Why didn't you have some of that super compassion that you had for that white woman?
Right.
Why didn't you have some of that love for this brother, man? You understand? Why didn't you turn around and give him some of what you gave Amber Guyger? Why didn't you give him a Bible? Why didn't you give him a sermon? Why didn't you tell him, man, God loves you? God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son for Naeem Muhammad too. You understand? Why didn't she do that? Because she is a Christian and white people is her God, man. That's who her God is. You understand? So when she saw Amber Geiger up there crying, she saw the tears of white Jesus crying, rolling down his face as he was on the cross. You understand? That's what she saw.
Right.
She saw Jesus hurting on the cross, dying for her sins, and she had to save her Lord and Savior. She had to save the Savior, okay? She had to save the damn Savior, man. That's what she saw. But like I said, this woman sought the death penalty for this black man, okay? And they had not 1 ounce of compassion for him. Ain't try to switch his case up a little bit. Ain't try to prosecute him less. Ain't do none of that. Ain't talk to him. Ain't counsel him. Ain't give him no advice or nothing. The man sat there. They said in the report that the man